Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Now we start lesson number 2. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. In this lesson, we will learn the two broad categories of the Arabic noun. Okay, and point number 1 is what is meant by Tarif and Tankir. Remember, the word Tarif is used many times, commonly in Urdu, Tarif. Okay, now Tarif. What is Tarif? Tarif means to define a noun, to explain a noun, to explain a noun, that how it will be used, what are its components. A noun that itself carries speciality, some significance, importance. Such a noun is called al-ismu al-ma'rifa. Al-ismul ma'rifa. In terms, it is called al-ism al-ma'rifa. While tankir means to make a noun indefinite, common, a noun that carries commonality in its meaning. Or you can say that a tankir is an opposite of tarif. If tarif is a process of making a word significant, important, special, tankir means to make a letter common, insignificant, opposite with the meaning of ta'rif, significance. And it is called al-ismul nakira. It is called al-ismul nakira. Now the table 2.1, when I say 2.1, it means lesson number 2 and table number 1, in which examples have been given to you. Now, baytun, the first example is baytun, house. And this is, I said, common noun, baytun, because there are million houses in the world, bayt. Okay, bayt, baytun, bayti, my house, baytuk, your house. And Makkah, the second example is given Makkah. Now Makkah too, in the whole world, is only one place, Makkah, the birthplace of Islam, the birthplace of Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this is a proper noun. Baytun is a common noun, no speciality, no significance, because there are millions, billions. But Makkah is a proper noun, is a special, there is a significance. Okay? Now, point number 2, example. A common noun has generality in its meaning, general in meaning. As I given common noun, bayt, masjid, thousand mosques are there in the Quran, in the thousands in the world. Similarly, qalam, pen, many things, billion things. It generally carries a tanween at the end. As I said, that the Arabic is very scientific language in terms of its pattern. The pattern is very important. How word is written and recited, read. This tanween is called harf tankir, or you could say harfu tankir, harf, meaning the mark, the phonetic marks or the vocal marks, which signifies generality in its meaning. Some examples are given below. Table 2.2, and the 4 words I have given. Remember, masjidun and this tanween, 2 dhamma on the last letter. Rajulun, the last letter lam carries a tanween of two dhamma. Qalamun, again meme, the last letter carries a tanween, a two strokes. Abdun carries double stroke of dhamma. So table 2.2, four words, masjidun means mosque, rajulun man, qalamun pen, abdun servant. These are the common words in Arabic, the common words. And why we understand this is a common word, because at the end we find a tanween. So tanween is an indication that this is definitely an ism. If there is a tanween at the end of any word, so other two categories out of question. This word can neither be a verb nor a preposition, because tanween has come at the end. So tanween, two strokes, double stroke, is a big indication, is a big sign that this is a ism. This is an ism, a noun, common noun. And remember, tanween also most of the time carries the meaning of one. So if I say masjidun, I should understand a mosque, one mosque. Rajulun, a man, one man. Qalamun, I am talking or understanding one pen, a pen. Abdun, servant, a. Actually, no word wahid, which means one, is used here, but only tanween, that is a great indication. That is why the promised Messiah والسلام, who was given special knowledge by Allah the Almighty about the Arabic, and he wrote it very eloquently, around 20 books in Arabic. And one of his book is Minanur Rahman, in which he says that Arabic is carries such a speciality, like a wise man likes to convey his feeling or message or instruction just by raising the eyebrow. Body language. This is the same, could be understood in terms of Arabic. So addition of tanween, loss of tanween, or any prefixes, suffixes, that determine the right meaning, the right mood and mode of that word. Now, 03, 5 kinds of proper noun. I just mentioned there are common noun that carries a tanween. Now we come to a proper noun. There are 5 major kinds of proper noun. Those nouns which have some speciality, significance, and they are not common. So table 2.3 tells us about, and these are the 5 words I have mentioned here. Zaidun. This is a name. This is a proper name, proper noun. Now, as Maryam is used in Quran for a woman, the only name, a female name, which has been used in Quran is Maryam. And there is a chapter in part number 16, chapter number 19 is after the name of Maryam, Hazrat Maryam alayhi salam, mother of Masih ibn Maryam alayhi salam. And the word, the name of a companion of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has been mentioned, and his name was Zayd. And that is in Suratul Ahzab, chapter number 33. and you have to find out, this is your homework, find out the name of this companion. Only one companion has been mentioned by name, Zaid. And I give you reference and then you can find out. I would say that you start reading verse number 36, including Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Innal Muslimina wal Muslimat, and continues 36, 37, 38, 13 up to 41. Okay, you read that verse number 36 to 41 and find out where the word Zaidun has been mentioned. As I mentioned that this is a prominent companion of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In which context this word has been used? This is a proper noun. So we come to this conclusion that any person's name is a proper noun. Zaidun, Hamidun, Kalimun, Khalidun, so many. And similarly, female name. This next word is huwa, and huwa means he. And very good example we can find in Surah Al-Ikhlas. Qul huwallahu ahad. Qul, say, recite, convey. Qul, say, who? He. Huwallahu ahad. He, Allah is one. Allah is one. Now, below the line in this column, I have classified in English term pronoun. Remember in the previous lesson, lesson 1, in the beginning I said that ism cannot be translated as an English noun, because ism, under this umbrella ism of Arabic, there are several parts of speech in English parts of speech included in that one. For example, the proper noun, as I mentioned, pronoun, and the next word is hada, means this. This is called ismul ishara, pointing noun. And alladhi, which means that or which. This is a relative noun. So ism is an umbrella, and under this umbrella comes many parts of speech of English related to noun, but they are classified in English differently, but in Arabic they are considered as one, means ism. And then we have another al-qalam, the pen, noun with alif lam, ism mu'arraf bi alif lam. So these are the 5 examples, the 5 major kinds of a proper noun. So it means that if there are any pronoun used in the Quran, that will be understood and should be considered as an ism. Any proper noun should be any name of any particular place, an object, a thing, or a person, where there is some significance, they are called proper noun. Pointing nouns, they are also under the umbrella of ism. Any relative noun, for example, in English it is okay, that or which, but in Arabic there are many. Alladhi, many times you have seen, you have recited and read alladhina. Surah Al-Fatih will say sirat alladhina, and alladhina yu'minuna bil ghayb, walladhina yu'minuna bima unzila, alladhina, allati, alladhan, allai. You know, these all relative nouns have been used in the Quran. They all come in under the ism of umbrella of ism. And then al-qalam. We will find now, come to category number 5, which is with alif lam. This is very, very important. Remember, use of alif lam is to define a common noun. So vice versa. It serves the purpose of the article before a common noun. If any word starts with alif lam, al, it cannot end with a tanween double stroke. Remember, in the words, there are thousands. For example, if I say 150, let's go 150. This is 150. Now, I mentioned about a tanween. The word is shiya'an. The very first word in this page 150, which I have just opened for the sake of purpose of practice, shiya'an is a common noun. Why we come to this conclusion or understanding? Because of tanween. Even if you do not know the meaning, what is the meaning of shiya'an? It is a common noun. Shiyan means groups, group. And in this line, we cannot find a common noun because, all that line, there is no only one word. I think I missed that one, but I just quickly identified this shay'in is a common noun. So if I say that shay'an, another word, this shay'in is a common noun because it ends with a tanween. And after that, there is no. In the first line, there is no common noun, no word with tanween. ثم ينبئهم بما كانوا يفعلون من جاء بالحسنة, no common noun. فله عشر أمثالها ومن جاء بالسيئة فلا يجزى, no common noun because no word is ending with tanween. We are just identifying those words with tanween. Maybe technically in grammatical sense, there will be some words which could be understood as a common noun, but the focus, our focus is to identify the nouns with the double stroke tanween. Yes, mashallah, we find that here. Ila siratin, definitely this is a noun. Siratin, noun, path. Mustaqimin, noun, with tanween, common noun. Again, dinan, qiyaman, hanifan, all common noun. Okay, under the category of common noun. Now, these are the examples. Table 2.4. Al-Kitabu, correct. Al-Rasulu, correct. Al-Jannatu, correct. Al-Quranu, correct. Al-Ta'amu. Why it is correct? Because it starts with alif lam and it is meaning the book, the book. Al means the, article. As I mentioned, there are 9 parts of speech. Some say 8, but article is one of them in English. The, a, and the, these are 3 articles. A and an, we understand that these are the common, and the to make a noun special. So al-kitabu, and the translation is given the book. Why the is translated? Because of alif lam. Rasul means prophet, messenger. Why the prophet? Because alif lam is in the beginning. Alif lam is written. Al-jannatu, the heaven, because of alif lam. Quran, sometimes the word Quran has used in the without alif lam. Bal huwa Quranun Majid. And Al-Quran with alif lam, the Quran. Ta'am, ta'am, food, at-ta'am, the food. And the last line is say al-kitabun. Why it is wrong? Because a word, a noun cannot take both prefixes and suffixes. Al-kitabun, either it will take alif lam or remove alif lam, and then it will, what is left is tanween. So either this will be al-kitabu like this or kitabun. If I say al-kitabu, there will be no tanween at the end. The meaning will be the book, the book. If I remove alif lam, then originally tanween will bloom in full colors, tanween, and it will be read kitabun, means a book. If I say the book, I am understanding a special particular book. The Quran says zalikal kitabu, zalikal kitabu la rayba fi. That is the book. The book is being referred to the Quran. Zalikal kitabu. This is that book in which there is no doubt in that. La rayba fi. Ar-rasulun. Why it will be wrong? Because alif lam in the beginning, it cannot take tanween at the end. Al-jannatun, technically it is wrong. Al-jannatu, aw jannatun. Al-Quranun, incorrect. Quranun, aw, ya, or Al-Quranu, without tanween. At-ta'amun, if I want to make it common, I will remove alif lam and will be ta'amun. Now, this is a good exercise. Just add alif lam in the beginning of a common noun and remove the tanween at the end. It will then be turned or converted into a proper noun, a noun defined by alif lam. So let's do the practice. Table 2.5, there are total 3 words. Ardun, remember lam ta'rif, lamut ta'rif, or alif lam plus, this is a plus sign, ardun. Ardun means earth. Simple ardun means earth. As soon as I add alif lam in the beginning, then tanween, one stroke will leave. Al-ardu, one stroke will leave, will be removed. So the meaning will be the earth, al-ardu. Ardu means earth. Al-ardu, the earth. And another example, sama'un, al-sama'u, as-sama'u. Basically, there is a sama'u. Actually, I'm not talking about the tanween. This is a typo. But al-sama'u, as-sama'u. This lam is mixed with the seen, and lam is written but is silent. As-sama'u. Because this is a part of tartil where certain letters after where lam is manifested in recitation or not. These are called moon letters and sun letters sometimes. But in the Quran, this is a good that each and every letter has been given a phonetic mark or a schoon, something. So we can identify how would we recite. You know, if there is a on lam, just after that there is a mushaddad letter or any letter with a shadda, the lam, the previous lam, preceding lam will not be manifested. In this case, as-sama, you can see here alif, lam, and seen with the shadda. The lam before that will not be recited. It will be just assimilated. So as-sama'u, the sky, the heaven. Al-jannatun, al-jannatu, bak. So same, if there is a, for example, al-jannatu, this is a word, and you want to convert back it to common noun, just remove alif lam and add one more stroke at the end on the ta marbuta last. It will be jannatun. So vice versa, you can do the practice. For example, if we go to the Holy Quran, I find page number 250, just for the sake of purpose, remember. Now, look, the very first example come here, shay'in. This is a common noun. Now, if I want to make it a proper noun, I would put alif lam, alif and lam before that. And then say ash-shay. This tanween, one stroke will be removed. That will be ash-shay. Similarly, if I say mustakhfin, this word mustakhfin, I would say al-mustakhfi. That tanween, one stroke will be removed, and it will be al mustakhfi. One stroke will, only the similar stroke will go. Okay, if there is a tanween of kasratain, two below the kasra, one stroke will go, one stroke will remain, I would say. So al mustakhfi. If I say saribun, in this case there is a two dhamma, one dhamma will remain here and other will go. It will be asaribu. How would you, because on the we will, that is the tartil part, how you can change vice versa with the lam with the schoon or without schoon. Inshallah, that you will understand very quickly afterwards. Okay, look, this is al-ma'rifa, proper noun. Ad-daru, just this is a minus, subtract, minus, al equal to darun. When we remove alif lam from the word ad-dar, the original tanween has come at the end. Ad-daru means the house. Now if we remove alif lam, what is left? House. And a in the bracket is understood because of tanween that this is a house. Al-ainu, the eye. Remove alif lam, what is left? Ainun. This ainu, this is one dhamma, will add another dhamma and become tanween, ainun, I, and in bracket n means an I because of tanween. As-salihu minus alif lam, salihun, righteous, a righteous. As-salihu, the righteous, the righteous, or the righteous, and in this case a righteous. Al-alimu, knowledgeable. Al-alim, a knowledgeable person, the knowledgeable person, one person. Alimun, a knowledgeable person, but without the. When I say al-alimu, I am understanding a particular person in my mind. If I say alimun, I am not considering any particular person in my mind. I'm not thinking about some. I say alimun, there are many knowledgeable people, one of them, this alimun, common, like. So al-muslimu, the Muslim, the submissive, and muslimun, a Muslim. So table number 2.5 and 2.6 is a good exercise in which you can convert any common noun ending on tanween to a proper noun starting with alif lam and removing vice versa. Okay, this is a good, and the whole of the Holy Quran for you is a good exercise. If I go to 350, page number 350, remember this is ilahan. So if I remove tanween, it will be al-ilaha. I will remain that fatha, one fatha will go. And if I go to, and look, this is good. Suratun, one surah, one chapter. If I say alif lam before, that will be as-surah tu, not tun, because one stroke will go. So if I say another word is here, not a good word, but let's see, find, okay. Tawwabun, at-tawwabu. Usbatun, al-usbatu. Okay. Adabun, al-adabu. Azimun, al-azimu. I think this is up to you. You have to do practice at home while in the Holy Quran. Now the homework comes. Find 12 proper nouns, those defined by alif lam sakin. When I say alif lam, lam must be a sakin, marifa, alif lam, either in pronunciation or with a spoon, in the written. I mean to say that here, for example, look, this alif, this lam, is assimilated, is written here, and it is assimilated with dal. Okay, ad-dunya, not say al-dunya. Lam is written, but because of dal, dal is one is sun letter, those letters which lam were is assimilated. This is one of them. But al-kadhibun, on lam you can find always a sukun in originality. In this lam is also a sakin here. This lam is also sakin, but in pronunciation. This lam sakin in pronunciation and also in text in writing system. That's why they put this one al kazibun, because kaf is that letter that a previous lam, if the lam is written before that, it is not assimilated. But dal is one of them where lam is written, but it is assimilated. This is a tartil question. Now, from the Holy Quran, in the light of the above rules, and write down each noun converting into a common noun nakira in the following boxes with meanings. So I would say, if you open any page of the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, Al Imran, it is up to you. Up to you. I think it is better that if you read early parts up to 1 to 5, because the vocabulary, the words are comparatively easy to understand and easy to memorize, because the vocabulary, the meaning, the last chapters 29, 30 or 27, the revelation which came in Makkah, those verses, those chapters which were revealed in Makkah, they are very high in terms of their vocabulary, their diction, their rhyming, their high, between poetry and prose, rich in meaning, because at that time. But when revelation in Medina, comparatively quite easy, because then forming a state there, many tribes were coming to embrace Islam, and Islam was in full bloom in all commandments, and then comparatively the text in longer surahs, or which have been put in the beginning, easy to understand. It is always said that if you want to learn the recitation, the last parts, the last chapters are very good to start, because or to memorize, because the verses are small, and it is good for memorization and also for learning the recitation. But if you want to learn the translation and grammar, the Arabic rules, the starting, Al-Fatiha, Al-Baqarah, Al-Imran, Al-Ma'idah, these are very, very beneficial. So anyway, I leave up to you. You have to find out 12 and write down here, and then you can check with the solved example. Now we come to these words. I have already advised you, I recommended reading first page of Surah Al-Baqarah. I would say that include second one as well. The first 2 or 3 pages, I would say first 2, 3 pages, or first 2 sections, first 2 rukus, you thoroughly, with the concentration, with tarkeez, you have to recite, keeping it parallel, page facing, meaning in the word, and find out these words. I've already given here as well, but it is better to feel these words in the text of the Holy Quran, not only in this sheet. This sheet is just a facilitating you to giving some idea, but always, that's why I'm just many, I think more than 20 times I have asked you, I requested you to go back to the text, to the original text, to the copy of the Holy Quran, and find out. So when you will refer back again and again, return to Quran to consult how to find out, how to, that will some sort of attachment and a feeling of a personal link with the Quran, which is very, very important in learning any branch of Quranic sciences. So these are the words. I think you should quite easily understand that. And now we come to class homework. Repeat the following words aloud and tick the right column in front of each word, keeping the meaning in mind. Please add translation next to each word as well. Okay. So for example, if there is a B here, I think I have simplified without any, that was not my intention, but I think I did somewhere for the purpose of some exercise for some, and it remained here. And I think you this class is lucky that I highlighted, and the before the participants before, I did not highlight it with this red color coded, and without putting H or F like that. H means harf, and F means fi'l, verb. So before that there was option B, and option, there were only two options: proper noun, common noun, al ismul nakira or al ismul marifa. And if you do not understand the right concept, you say, oh, maybe this is one of the column. If this is a B, or maybe it's a common noun. And some participants, some attendees and students, they put tick in front of column. Yes, there must be one column. I would say that you are lucky that they have already been color coded, that B, you cannot classify B in any column, either common noun or proper noun, because B is a harf. They cannot be. We are talking about nakira, marifa, tarif, tankir, common, proper. So the one B cannot be. So that is good. Two as well. Na'budu, we worship. It's not an ism. So you will write down the translation. What is the translation? Meaning, but you can say, oh, this is harf, I cannot classify or cannot attach to any column. And similarly, 3, nasta'in, we implore for help, we seek help. Fi means in, ihdina, guide us. So I think it's a good. But now the comes hudan, where you will classify this in which column? Hudan, in the first column or the second column? Look on the indicative, the phonetic marks. Tanween. So how tanween? Because of this word is ending with tanween, so it is not proper noun anyway. So you have to do all that. Okay. And now we come to 2.1. This is again qalbun, abdun, annar, al-batil. Okay, so you have to find out. Many words basically have been taken from first part, and first two sections or afterwards. Okay, now we come to last point, last page, which is please place a tick or cross at the end of the following sentences. These are my statements for you to attempt and to correct me or to negate or to testify. My statement is that there are two kinds of ism in terms of definite and indefinite, whether this is a common or proper noun. There are two kinds of ism in terms of definite and indefinite. You have to give the answer. Tanween is also called harfu ta'rif, defining particle. Correct or incorrect? You have to. Oh my God. Unfortunately, the right answer has been given in front column. Okay, so I have to devise another sheet. So this sheet, basically 2.2, is cancelled, and I would write down another sheet for you. Okay, this is a big typo. So a word that is used for the same category of things is called a proper noun, ism al-marif. I think I would not comment now, but I think it is good for you to understand the concept, because this has also been. But I have left this one. Oh, good. That's good. Each column has been, the answer has been given, but I don't know why. I think this is the mercy of Allah on me, that the last number 10 is left blank. Surah Al-Fatiha, there are in total 10 nouns defined with Alif Lam in Surah Al-Fatiha. You have to give me answer this one. Okay? Surah Al-Fatiha में कुल 10 asma मुअर्रफ bi Alif Lam, यानी those words which start with Alif Lam. So I think I would ask you to scan your mind in this case, because you know, mashallah, I know that you have memorized Surah Al-Fatiha. Just scan your mind from Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, and find out how many. These are 10, 9, 11, 12, how many? My statement is that there are 10. You have to correct or incorrect it. So with this, I conclude this session now, because the lesson 2 is finished. End of lesson 2, NQC Translation Course 2017. Remember, this is beneficial for listening again and again, couple of times, the recording, especially the part in which, you know, certain parts, if not understandable, if you could not understand, or any difficulty, any confusion, go to that, because on the way I was mentioning about 2.2, 2.5, so you can navigate where we were talking about that particular table or example or like that. Okay, so because we have only two minutes, so I would ask IT if they could give mic to any person for any quick question.
Yes, L8020 may have a question.
Yeah, please.
Assalamu alaikum, Hafiz sir. Hafiz sir, you were mentioning about haza, it's a pointing noun, yes, and huwa is a pronoun. But in Arabic language, sometimes when you're pointing towards something, you also say huwa. So
now huwa, that's good. Huwa basically is used for a male noun, person, you see, person, human being, a being, you see, the being, an individual, that is huwa. You know, for example, if say huwa waladun, okay? Huwa waladun. Yeah. We cannot say huwa masjidun. So huwa is a personal pronoun, personal pointing noun, huwa.
Okay, Jazakallah.
For example, it says zalikal kitabu. Zalika means that, and huwa technically also that, but we can't say huwal kitab.
Right.
Zalikal kitab. There's a slight difference, inshallah. You will understand more afterwards.
Jazakallah, Hafiz.
Okay, another question?
No, there isn't.
No, not from you. Another.
Can I? Yes, if I unmute, I'm 7001.
7001. Yes.
Yes, I'm 7001. Have you have any comments or?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah sahab. There are no comments so far, but it is very helpful, alhamdulillah.
This is your comment. Sir, this is your comment. You said there is no comment, but then say there is very helpful.
No, there is no question. I would have said.
That is good. That's good.
There is no question, but there is a comment that.
But I like genuine questions. You know, this is good. If there is any question, please don't hesitate and come. Okay, any person via email or chat. Any way you can contact. Okay. That's good. Exactly. Did you understand all that?
Ji, alhamdulillah, it's been, I'm trying to make notes alongside, mashallah, the way you're explaining, it is very, very helpful. So, okay. Alhamdulillah, so far it is very good. But if I do have any concerns, I'll inshallah get in touch. Jazakallah.
Okay. Thanks very much. Okay, so we conclude today's lesson.
There are two more questions if you have time.
Yes, I have time because namaz is 2 o'clock. The time has not changed. Maybe I think the last week we changed. Well, I can do that. Okay, couple of minutes, please.
Okay, we have L8030.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Jazakallah Hafisa, it was very, very helpful to me. I just have one question here that you said like, for common nouns, mostly usually ends with the tanween.
Yes.
But on the table number 2.3, when we read the name Zaidun, I mean, it's also ending with tanween, but it's
Yes.
a proper noun.
No, yes, this is a good. Zaidun is a proper noun. I think this is a very good question, and this question has come generally in your mind that if tanween is a harfu tankid, this is an indication of a common noun. The Zaid has been why this is a proper noun. Remember that Zaidun, though it carries a tanween, Zaid is a name of a particular being, only one in the whole universe, at that time. I'm talking about a certain person, a special person, a certain person in my mind, one soul. So Arabic proper name, the personal names in Arabic, sometimes they take tanween, sometimes they do not take tanween. Okay, for example, if there is a Hamza, or some like other words, Muawiyah or Usama, or like, there are some words where personal Arabic names which do not accept tanween at the end. Okay, but some words, Arabic words, they do accept tanween, and most of the Arabic personal names they accept tanween. And the best example I would say, La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. Okay, Muhammadun, the most beautiful name in the universe in terms of a personal human name, is Muhammadun, has taken the tanween. And Muhammadan, ashadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, ya ashadu anna Muhammadan abdu Rasuluh. And in Salat al-Nabi Durood, we say Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin. So Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin, inshallah we will learn more afterwards, but it has, with tanween. So tanween on personal names, they are the part of that, and the personal names always proper noun, whether with tanween or not, without tanween.
Okay, Jazakumullah.
Okay, Jazakumullah, thanks very much for your participation. May Allah bless you all, you and your families. Please do not close your folders afterwards. I mean, if you attend to your files, your notes, your recording on daily basis, even for 15 minutes or 20 minutes, that will help you, facilitate you learn more and more, and you will absorb the knowledge, and then on daily your recitation after Fajr prayer, when it's convenient for you during day, based on these two lessons, reflect on the meanings and find out, and to try to speak to the Quran, and Quran will inshallah ta'ala will respond you in this sense. And then the study of the Quran will become more and more interesting and useful and beneficial, and your mind will yearn to learn more and more what is behind that, what is, where the translation ceases to convey the message, only that understanding creeps and goes deep in the mind, and you say, oh, what is behind that, and why you can appreciate then the correct translation as well based on that knowledge. So it is important that from now on, all participants, when they recite the Quran, they recite under the light of these notes of these points which we have now mentioned. Please remember me and my team in your prayers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.